Hey, it's Alicia. I'm here today and I thought I would do a flip through of my first bullet journal. I finally just got the camera set up. So if it falls down, it's because I have about 10 pieces of duct tape holding my phone to my lamp, and then my lamp is duct taped to my table. I don't know. I need to buy one of those things on Amazon, one of the stands, but I don't have one right now. So this is my first bullet journal. I started it in September of 2016 when I was in Grand Rapids. I just watched a few YouTube videos trying to figure out how to do it, some Pinterest stuff. So my sister got me this beautiful sticker, Gilmore Girls and Omnia Paratus, and then I have a Luke sticker on the back that she gave me as well. So we flip here. So it starts off super simple, just my name and number. And then I did do the index fully for this bullet journal. I haven't kept up with it in any of my other ones, but you can see it's really nice and easy to go back to. I do like having it. This is my first key I used. You'll see I've changed it since then. Then my future log, really simple. I just wanted to get to the good meat of the bullet journal. I didn't even care about this. I usually don't even refer back to this, but at least it was a start, really simple. Okay, and then obviously my bullet journal started in September. So I like this list thing to have it all listed out of the days, but it doesn't give you a lot of room to write in the days, so I don't like that part about it. Wrote a little month, a couple of quotes, and then I had a lot of goals, like that's a lot, so I don't do that anymore. And then I have my grateful page, which I wrote 2 gratitude things every day, and then I usually put a quote here. You'll see those as we go. Okay, then I got a lot of my ideas from Pinterest or Boho Berry. Kara from Boho Berry gave me most of my ideas, so total credit to her and to the people on Pinterest. So I liked doing this when to track the movies I wanted to watch, and then I started my trackers. I do these every month, and they really help me stay on track with some of my goals. Okay, so the nice thing about bullet journaling, you can do your dailies, and then I do a little bit of journaling with it in my first bullet journal, and I like to do little doodles. So I had a lavender drink, so I drew some lavender, and that's some of the stuff we ate in Grand Rapids. We're big lovers of Grand Rapids and drinking and eating and all that fun stuff in Grand Rapids. So yeah, I do kind of like a mix of journaling, and then I have some more of the main things that should go in the front of your bullet journal, and now I've reorganized my bullet journals to do that. You'll see that. But yeah, so I have books read and books to read. I didn't really like this setup because it would like repeat if I, read these books and had to move them over. So I don't do this anymore. But these ones I try to like fill in how my progression in the books, which is kind of fun. I don't do it anymore, but it's an idea to do. Okay, and then I did this doodle page of Halloween. My sister Lauren and I love Halloween, so I did all of this stuff, wrote down all the different things that are fun to do around Halloween time. More dailies. Oh, and then I did this adventure page. Ryan and I sat down and we decided, okay, where are the places we need to see in our lives? So we wrote this down. This is in 2016, and we've actually checked off a few of these since then. Yeah, we've been to Harry Potter World and California. And then you'll see I do grocery lists all the time. I do meal planning throughout my bullet journal. Then I did this drawing. This is a copy. I drew it, but it was based off of a drawing on Pinterest. And this is very true. I love my coffee. More dailies. These are different ways to set up your dailies. I was getting kind of these ideas from Pinterest, and then sometimes I'd include the weather. More dailies, some journaling. I'm skipping something for some reason. I don't know. I must have been trying to skip something else. Oh well, it's not that big of a deal. Probably because it was boring. Okay, and then you'll see I do a lot for to improve your wellness, health and wellness. I'm a big proponent on that, and you'll see my progression as my bullet journals developed. So this is my 6 Simple Ways to Reduce Stress by Stephanie Gurowitz. So if I wanted to refer back to this, I could. It just spells out some different things you can do to reduce stress. And I was trying to practice calligraphy. You'll see a lot of practicing of my calligraphy throughout this bullet journal and lettering. More dailies. I was really, okay. Back to this. I was really into doing the different titles for dailies, and you'll see that totally changes. I like more clean lines. This bullet journal is very colorful and things like that, but I for my next bullet journal, I went to like a themed color scheme, and for my newest bullet journal, it's really minimalistic and like black and white clean lines, and I actually do some stickers with it. So every bullet journal I do something a little different. Okay, so this is the Perfect Body Yoga program created by Erin Matz, the co-founder of Bad Yogi. And it's an 8-week yoga program, 30 minutes, 5 days a week. And then you do a meditation and rest day throughout the weekend. And then I just filled in the little diamond when I was done with the day. And then there's daily affirmations as well. This is a great program. You'll see it like again and again throughout my bullet journal because I've done it a few times. So then this is kind of a start of a weekly for me because the dailies were a lot and they're kind of not pretty because they're all scattered. So I think I was starting kind of some sort of weekly. This is, I did this. I think it's just a good reminder just to keep feeling good and do things that make you feel good. I do to-do lists. Oh, and then we went to California for our friend's wedding, so I journaled about it while we were there. And I like to do little doodles, like I said. So my sister and I had vodka and orange juice on the plane ride, so I drew a little vodka bottle and an orange, and we actually felt like tipsy after one. I don't know if it's when you're in the plane, if you feel different, but we had a lot of fun watching movies and TV shows. This is the first time I saw Brooklyn Nine-Nine, so that was really fun. And then we had seen some, what are these? I don't know if they're seals. Sea lions, that's what it is. I knew it was different. So I drew a little sea lion in there when we went to go see the sea lions. We went to their wedding. Kept journaling about that. Ooh, and then we were at Pebble Beach, and I had the most delicious lavender lemon martini. You'll see lavender is my favorite, and so I drew a little drawing of that. And then I wrote down all the wine places we went to, wine tasting. We had a lot of fun, and we did a lot of video, excuse me, I'm getting over a cold. We did a lot of videos on Snapchat with the Snapchat filters, you know, the funny with the bunny voices and stuff. So we have some good memories from those wineries.
I'm getting floral on these notes, but when I check, it's like no florals, just vanilla. So I'm not the best. We love wineries! Drinking is fun! So much fun! Drinking! I'm a professional at tasting the wine!
Again, a November tracker. I drew a little turkey. Yeah, like I said, I didn't do that good with filling it out. I like these, simple. Goodbye October, hello November. Totally smeared it, so that's lovely. Okay, more dailies. I started to really like this title. I don't know where I got it, Pinterest or Kara, and so you'll see that repeated. And then I drew this, just something from Cinderella. So this is love, so this is what makes life divine. It's one of my favorite pages. I don't draw as much anymore in my bullet journals, but I wish I did. When I was flipping through this, it reminded me how much I drew. And then this is just another yoga challenge by Erin Matz. See, you'll see, okay, this title. Then I journal a little bit. Merry Christmas page. I was practicing my calligraphy. I just got new pens, so it's kind of sloppy. And then I wrote about my Thanksgiving, all about my Thanksgiving with Thanksgiving colors. And then it was December. Got this idea off of Pinterest, and my sister Lauren also did this, and she just went over her journal flip through, her first journal flip through at Lore Planning. I think it's 47. Yeah, Lore Planning 47. I was wrong. It's Lore Planning 74. Those are her favorite two numbers, so mixed it up. So she did this one as well, and then you could like kind of mark off the little, you know, it's like lights, no, flickers. Okay, what is it? Flames. There we go. Flames every week, like an advent calendar. And then I had, you know, my goals. I did find my wedding dress this month, so that was exciting. I wrote that in my memories. We found our cake lady, and you'll see that later. Okay, December tracker, I actually kept up with it. I didn't do good, but I kept up with it at least. And then I did, you know, color scheme, green and red, shocker. Another quote, and then this is where I wrote about our cake lady. We had delicious wedding cake at our wedding, obviously. And so each cake had 7 layers of stuff, so 3 layers of buttercream and 4 layers of cake. So I wrote down exactly, what the layers were just to remember what we had. So we keep going, more dailies, some stickers Lauren got for me, which are really cute. I like the stickers. And then I wrote about our Merry Christmas. And then finally we get to 2017. Happy New Year. Welcome to the party, 2017. And then New Year for Your New You. This is by Lisa Jacobs. And I got it through Kara from Boho Berry. And so it's just a good, I like to review what went well last year, what I could improve this year. And I set some goals for myself like that. And they're just split up into those 5 categories. And then let's see, I have a January tracker. I did the purple theme this month, gratitude. I really got into more like Buddhism this month, where I wrote about namaste and sharing these things. We are united, we are the same, we are one. So I ended up doing a quote from Buddha every day. You'll see it later. And then this is from Kara, I believe. I got it from either my sister or Kara, and it's a self-care tracker. Mood, sleep, energy, me time, so you can kind of track and see how one may affect the other. I changed my key. This is the key I'm using right now too. It's a little bit simpler than the boxes. So right at the new year I changed it. Still was doing this monthly. I did a little bit more fun drawings here with the clock almost to midnight. So lots of goal setting, things like that. Okay, so here's where you'll see a lot of my quotes of Buddha every day. And then I came up with this. I did this brain dump and I drew the brain and the little light bulbs coming out of it. And then I like to journal when I go to Grand Rapids. Ryan was living there at the time, so I'd go visit him. And we went to Madcap, which is one of our favorite coffee places there, and this is kind of their design of their store here. And then I wrote about we had a coffee flight, so I drew, the little cups that we drink out of. And then we sat at the bar and we talked about, the plans for the next couple years. So we talked about where we want to do our honeymoon, just some options, possible places to live. So we started discussing all these things. We like to talk about the future and get excited about what we're going to do next and like to go on adventures. So we ended up moving to Montana. We found this out in March, and you'll see that later in my bullet journal when I found out. So we're in Montana right now, and for our honeymoon, we first were able to go to Napa Valley after I moved out to Montana here. Just a few weeks after our wedding, we went for a long weekend there. And then we were also able to go to Harry Potter World in December when Ryan happened to be in Florida for a pharmacy conference. So we were able to kind of do like half honeymoons all put together in one, and we actually checked 2 off of our list. So we were really excited about that. More dailies. Oh, and then this is a wedding deadline here. So you can see I just separated when my deposits were due, when the full payment, everything like that. Let's see. Then it goes into February, did the pink theme, got this idea off of Pinterest, and that's when I kind of started liking the minimalist look of bullet journaling. Oh, and then I took French in high school, so I feel like I can speak French, but I can't. I don't even know what this quote means anymore. Something about love, lavender, and macarons. Oh, raspberry macaroons. So I drew a little thing. I got the idea on Pinterest. Memories and goals I always do for every month. Self-care tracker, I like how it's like more concise and tiny than this, like this is huge, and I like how this one's a little bit tinier. So you can see here with my sleep, it went way up and everything else went down. Oh, I tracked 5 things. That's why it's so pretty. This is when I was sick, so you can tell when you get like the most sleep and you're, failing on everything else. That's why. Bridesmaids dresses, every one of my friends and my sister wore a different neckline, so I drew out the neckline that they ended up choosing. Another gratitude log, more dailies, and then I started to do another version of weekly, and I did, Ellis for the way you look at me, and then wrote those. Love was made for me and you. I don't know who sings it, but I know it's from Parent Trap, so that's why I love it. In my weekday, I always start on Sunday because I was working Sunday through Thursdays was my week, and then you know, Friday and Saturday were my days off. So it always started Sunday. I would do a weekly of my to-do lists. Oh, it's not here. Where's my, okay. And then I would do a Friday, Saturday big page because I could get a lot done on my weekends. Then I copied off of Kara, who took it from someone else. So I don't remember who it is. I started doing a mood mandala, and then I put a quote of Thich Nhat Hanh. Okay, then you'll see more of these weeklies, the start of these weeklies. And then I was doing a question a day. I think this was Kara that was, oh, okay. This was Kara, and then I created by me, myself, and I wrote, oh my gosh. So I must have made up some questions. Okay, this is tier 2 of the Perfect Body Yoga program Erin Matz came out with. Over the next year, I've been dabbling with different food programs and like grocery lists and 80-20 rule, eating whole grains. But so you'll see that I kind of changed my viewpoints as I went, and now I do Whole30, and I'm a big proponent of Whole30, but I'll get to that. Okay, so more weeklies. Oh, and then I was doing one question a day by Kara. And then I just stopped and did some doodles here. These are ideas from Pinterest. And then, oh no, it was a book that my mom had bought me, a doodle book. So I was kind of practicing doodles. And then I found my spirit animal. So I drew a little panda bear because I love to eat. And it says they eat approximately 14 hours a day, and I love food. Okay, and then I was starting to learn how to feed myself again after college and how to be an adult. So I wrote about how much I failed at being an adult, and the stove like ended up being a mess. I totally screwed it up. So I just journaled about that. And then it was about to be spring, so I was excited. I did design this whole page. I was really into bees. You'll see more bee stuff. But a little bee, honey, spring is in the air. Okay, this is a whole new weekly spread that I think I either got from Kara or from Pinterest. I'm going to keep saying that. But I would write down breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. If I did 10,000 steps, I was trying to do a plank challenge for 60 seconds. And I was trying to keep up with Erin Matz's yoga. And then this is my to-do list. Okay, goals, memories. Oh, this is when we found out we were moving to Montana. Okay, this is where I started into Whole30. My friends told me about it, and then I also saw that Kara had done it, so I watched all of her videos, and I kind of copied this from Kara to organize how to plan for it. I didn't finish my first round because I like alcohol too much, and I've said that before. So we're just going to skip the end because it didn't happen. So then again, I'm kind of going back to these weeklies more than this one was a little bit too confined, but it's an option. To do it again. Okay, so this is one of my favorite setups for weekly. I did a lot of these in this bullet journal. So start off with your little month, highlighted what week it was, did my to-do list, and then I would always take one of my affirmations from the Perfect Body Yoga program, put it right there, then do my week, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, write down all the stuff I needed to do. I think I got this idea off of my sister. And then I did the steps this week. I kind of like tracking my steps there, track the weather here, and then I love this. I got this from Lauren currently. So you do like listening to, watching, feeling, and reading. A page I really like too, just a quote by Charles Dickens, but I like the colors with it. I had just gotten I'm obsessed, and I got, my pack of Tombos, all the colors, so I was really trying to use them all. I was having fun using them all, actually. So it was one of those March days when the sun shines hot and the wind blows cold, when it is summer in the light and winter in the shade. And it was exactly when I wrote that, it was a day like that, so I thought it just matched perfectly. Here's where I just do a page to just vent. I had gotten a new car in January, and her name is Alexa Bitch. She's just caused so much trouble since then. And you'll see in my other videos too, she cracked down on us just last weekend too, or 2 weekends ago. So she's still causing trouble, and it's been a year later. I wanted a good way to organize my Tombow collection, and so I organized them by color, and then I wrote down. Found this idea on Pinterest, but I did draw this with my Tombow. So Tombows are a great way to do like watercoloring, but for painting, but it's for drawing. I'm really proud of. This is one of the cute things. Lauren gave me the idea to do it. Then I started to copy off of Kara and my sister their time bar, and you put in like when you go to bed and your schedule. But I didn't really keep up with it, but I think it's really pretty. I did try to do a step tracker for the month, but this turned out really ugly, so I didn't do it again. Tried to write down the moons, didn't complete this for the weather and all that stuff. It just, yeah. Okay, so this next, oops, my camera just keeps going down and down. I told you there's lots of duct tape. My stupid camera is just not gonna work anymore. Okay. Then I started doing more of the time bars, weather and title. For my dailies, I went back to dailies. But I didn't fill them out, so I don't really do them anymore, but they're pretty. Okay, and then I did some future planning. So I did a whole new color scheme. It's a bohemian color scheme. Picked which Tombows I was gonna do, bought washi tape, new washi tape from Michaels, and keep, add, and change. So how to organize for my future bullet journal. And then this is the end of my bullet journal. I had quite a few pages left, but I wanted to really get into the bohemian theme, so I stopped it as soon as I could. So at the end, I just sometimes do some handwriting practice with my Tombows, or I'll just scribble, write out the different colors. And that's it. Yep, I'm going to try to tape my other bullet journal because my camera isn't going to hang up here much longer, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to redo it.